Social distance is touted as a tried and tested measure to prevent the spread of the contagious respiratory disease COVID-19. So what exactly does it mean? According to Merriam-Webster, social distancing is the practice of maintaining a greater than usual physical distance from other people or of avoiding direct contact with people or objects in public places during the outbreak of a contagious disease in order to minimize exposure and reduce the transmission of infection. In the case of the COVID-19 pandemic, health experts say a distance of 6 feet is more effective to decrease the odds of the transmission of droplets from person to person and close contacts, thus reducing the chance of infection. In St. Lucia, citizens have been reportedly failing to heed this advice, particularly in waiting lines at retail establishments.
The recommended 6-foot distance is not being maintained, especially when persons queue for service at institutions and business places such as supermarkets, banks, etc. To this end, we wish to implore the public to adhere to those measures. By maintaining the recommended 6-foot distance, you reduce the likelihood of getting infected or spreading the virus when people around you may cough, sneeze, or make physical contact.
The Health Ministry continues to call on the public to avoid mass crowds. The importance of frequent hand washing cannot be overstated.
You should also limit the number of trips to the supermarket and places of business. However, when you do go, always maintain 6-foot distance. You should also avoid touching surfaces such as railings, doorknobs, counters, etc. Always keep with you hand sanitizer, and at the earliest opportunity, wash your hands with soap under flowing water for 20 seconds. Avoid getting together in groups. Ensure, upon return to your home, that you wash your hands thoroughly before engaging, using the adopted protocol established before engaging in any activity. We at the Ministry of Health and Wellness are working very hard to protect your health and that of our nation. And we ask you to work alongside us to successfully reduce the impact of COVID-19 on us.
Due to some citizens failing to comply with the island's COVID-19 health safety guidelines, the government was forced to extend the mandatory curfew from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness supports the introduction of the national scale down, which was put into effect to support the establishment of social distancing on Monday, March 23rd, that has now been extended to April 14, 2020. We note the importance of such an intervention as it serves as a primary measure to prevent the spread of contagious diseases, and in this case, COVID-19.
Contrary to some reports and statements, the concept of social distancing is not new. In fact, it proved effective during the Spanish flu pandemic in 1918, when countries which adopted the measure recorded fewer fatalities. A Harvard University computer model recommends that the measure be maintained into midway 2021 or well into 2022, depending on healthcare resources. Authors at the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health argue that interventions called intermittent distancing need to be implemented multiple times over a period of time to prevent a resurgence. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.